Hi and welcome to NAMJOON'S Book Club by Minchoku. As you all know, Namjoon reads a lot and I find that really inspiring, and I think you all do as well. So I wanted to make a book club with Namjoon's reading list. Basically going through the books that he's recommended and read over the years that are documented. The reason I'm doing this is because I've wanted to read his books for a long time, but I've never gotten really around to do it, and I know a lot of people have struggled with the same thing. So I figured maybe we could try and do it together. Basically how it's going to work is that once a month we pick a book from the list of books that we have of him that he's been reading. So we read that for a month, and then at the end of the month I'll make a video about it and review it, and hopefully I'll add some comments from you guys, like what did you think, did you like something, did you not like something, is it a book that you would personally recommend, as well as my personal thoughts about the book. And then at the end of the video I will pick a book from the list, or I will do like a poll beforehand and let you guys pick the book you want to read the most, and so we'll do that each month. So that's basically how it's gonna work. I'd figured we'd start lightly this time, just to get started. I know it's kind of a boring pick, but still though, I figured we'd ease into it, sort of just tiny baby steps, because I know some people don't read as much as they want to. Some might even just start reading properly for their own sake for the first time. Some have been long readers, and some are doing challenges. Some are they read 5 books a week, and it's everyone's at a different speed. But I figured that the first book should probably be a shorter one. I don't want to get into Murakami, one of his longest books right away, because I feel like that might be a bit too much of a rough start. I know that for me it would be, even if I do read a lot. So yeah, let's start with the first book. And for the first book I decided on Damien. Yeah. I know some of you have probably read this book. It was introduced to us during the Wings era, or at least a lot of us were introduced to this book during the Wings era. Me personally, I hadn't read it before. I will say that I have now read it. I won't tell you my thoughts about it yet. I'll save that for the next video of me reviewing it with you guys, but I figured this is a good way to start. I think for those of you who haven't read it, I think you will understand the Wings era a bit better, like the MVs and the trailers for the MV and stuff like that. So for that, it's actually really good. But yeah, so that's the first read. I'm just gonna read you the synopsis so that you know what you're going to. I'll also post a link to where you can find this book so that you have that as well. Let's read the synopsis. Originally published in 1919 under the pseudonym of narrator of the story Hermann Hesse, Damien is the coming-of-age story of its principal character, Emil St. Clair. The struggle of Emil is one of self-awareness. The principal theme that courses through the novel is that of the inherent duality of existence. In the case of Emil, this duality presents itself in the form of the opposing demands of the external world and his inner quest for spiritual fulfillment. Emil's quest to resolve this conflict forces him to seek out the guidance and the validation from elders in his world, including his mother, Eva, Pistorius, an organist at the local church, and ultimately Max Damien, a childhood friend who leads Emil to his eventual self-realization. Given the subject matter, Damien is a popular choice for young readers, one that explores the interesting psychological underpinnings of growing up. So that is basically what this book is about. Like I said, it's quite short. My copy is, let's see, my copy is, my copy 89 pages, so that's not a whole lot. However, even though it's thin, I think some might actually struggle a bit with it. So just keep that in mind. It's okay if you find this difficult, even if it says like it's for young readers. Just keep that in mind when you read it, that it's okay if there's something you don't understand, or if it, it's difficult for you. It's also written or published in 1919, so there's that to keep in mind, that the language can be quite difficult in this. So yeah, let's get started reading this one, and I hope you guys join me reading. This is basically the first video, so I'm all over the place, but please comment and please subscribe and share. And if you have, something you want to say, or something you want to comment about, or if you have read the book, if you haven't read the book, let me know in the comments below. And I hope to see you in the next video when I talk about this book in particular, what I thought about it the second time I read it, also the first time, if I still think the same. And yeah, let's start our NAMJOON book club journey. Okay, this has been Admin Koya for Mint Choco, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.